At Agathos, we are going to be doing good science, and we're going to be doing that good science for all the right reasons. I've been fortunate enough in the biotech industry to see a lot of change and a lot of growth. The pace of technological innovation has been really astounding.
Now, I think this genetic medicine actually allows us to have true healthcare, where we can go in and restore the proper function for a faulty gene by regulating the gene, putting in the correct gene, or even editing the gene now.
Technology is good and has obviously brought many great benefits to daily living on so many levels, but they're never neutral, and they always bring about difficult questions.
So all of biotech research and development and manufacturing, almost all of it, deals with living cells at some form or another. So when you look at how these cells are sourced over time, there are sort of concerns or problems that come up. In the case of some cells, it has to do with the consent of the patient that you took the cells from. And in other cases, it's the source of the cells themselves. So it could be human embryonic stem cells, which result from the destruction of an embryo. And in other cases, these cells come from aborted fetal tissue.
And there are millions of people around the world that don't have access to these technologies because of that, because of their beliefs, because of their convictions.
And we want to address that by really looking at opportunities to have better cells. And by better, we mean better ethically and better scientifically.
As far as it relates to the problems with frankly, all mammalian systems in biotechnology, there are technical issues associated with stability, genetic stability, productivity, on the delivery side, potentially oncogenic traits that can pop up. And then on the ethical side, there's the sourcing. Whatever way you want to look at it, I look at it as a scientific play to make better producer cells, to make better delivery systems, to make better testing systems with non-dubious origin.
We started Agathos first and foremost is to provide very, very powerful technology to manufacture and deliver ethical medicines.
We just want to remove that as an issue for the industry so that we can just go forward and concentrate on helping people feel better.
Scientifically, the types of tools that are available to us now for us to achieve our goals of coming up with non-fetal cell sourced cell lines are a lot better than they were even 5 years ago.
We want to provide a revolution of technology. So it's a much better technology and an ethically compliant technology.
So Agathos is interested in working in a couple different areas of biotechnology. So we want to develop these fundamental tools and sort of products that we're going to use to develop therapies. But if we can sort of create this blueprint that others can look at and see where they can plug into it and achieve their own goals with some of the products and services that we have developed and the approach that we've taken, we think that will reap benefits beyond just the end products that we provide to patients and consumers.
Agathos has opportunity to do this in that as they come together, the founding members are committed to certain ethical standards through which they want to view everything.
We're all at our core, the founders, we're aligned on what the goals are.
The founders are very transparent with each other. We've talked a lot about that. How do we maintain that foundation? How does Agathos remain Agathos after we're gone? And so we talk about that a lot, even in these early days.
There are wins out there that'll generate the revenues that you need to keep that core focus going so you can play a longer game on some of the more tough to tackle issues.
Our investment thesis is one where the company is well funded. We're not selling, our goal is not to sell the company ever. We're not taking outside investors. We are going to do this ourselves.
My vision for Agathos is that it would help shape how we do science and technology going into this new century.
The world needs leadership in proper ethical guidance of these technologies.
The vision is to come up with solutions, platforms, services with new approaches and with revisited and redeveloped and repurposed technologies.
To work with other organizations, other people, and other companies that share that mission to really help advance biotechnology to help feed the world, help fuel the world, and help heal the world.
Although I don't know what products we're going to come out with necessarily or what services, I do know that we're going to do good science.